All right. Welcome to Love Morning. Good morning. I'm John. I've been saying John lately instead of John Halcyon or Halcyon because I am in a John chapter. Interesting. It reminds me of my Life Student chapter when I took down my site cockybastard.com and launched lifestudent.com. I cut my long hair short and focused on a more yogic journey than the more wild and Burning Man-y path that I had been on at the time. That was in like 2001, something like that. Is that right? Oh, goodness. Welcome to Love Morning. This is the incredible opportunity to start our days in community, in a focus on gratitude and kindness and connection. So whatever else happens after this, we can have this moment of connection and a chance to share some gratitude. So just dig a little deep and go, what are you grateful for right now? I'll let you think about it as I sing a song about gratitude. I'll sing this song and hope that it touches your attitude. The song is here and made up on the spot. You might like it a little. I hope you like it a lot because we are sharing gratitude. We are lifting a mood. And this song sounds like something I'm familiar with. That's okay. Having beautiful days for our love morning. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. Let's see, what are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for the rain. It has been a howling rain this morning. In fact, up until just a moment ago, the neighboring dogs, I think, thought that the wind was fellow canines reaching out because there was a bunch of howling. I assume those are dogs. Maybe my neighbors are partying in a canine way. I don't know. I'm creating these stories based on sounds. My meditation this morning, I'm using the Waking Up app, which I'm grateful for. Really enjoying the Waking Up app. I'm doing the introductory course right now. Taking my time. I'm in like day 14, although it's taken me longer than 14 days to get there. And I felt like I had a little bit of a breakthrough today in it as I was not focusing on my breath, but focusing on nothing and then observing my breath, not trying to get closer to the breath. Some wording like that. Like, so I was just present and counting the breaths as they came instead of like being on the breath. And I'm not sure if that makes sense, but from that space, when other sounds came, I just observed those sounds. And I, usually when I'm counting my breaths, I'm usually distracted after, 4 breaths or so, 5 breaths. It's kind of crazy, but I was at like 35 breaths when I was like, oh, yeah, before I kind of got lost in a thought, even just for a moment, because people were walking, voices, but. Good morning, Faith. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoyed the song this morning. Good morning to you. If you're watching this live, hello, say hello. Let us know you're here and share some gratitude with us if you've got it. Even just where you're from. You can say, I'm grateful that I live in blank. Or I'm grateful that eventually I'll get a chance to leave blank. Even for an hour or a day. I've got a vacation coming up. Or I'm grateful that one time in my life I got to set foot outside this damn city. Or, preferably, if it's true, you're grateful for something about your city. Something about what do you love about this? You can be grateful for anything you want. No pressure. Good morning, Al. Glad you like the new hair. And good morning, Brandy. Faith. Oh, sorry. Thankful today for our island roosters. Ooh, that's good for you. I sometimes have struggled to find gratitude for roosters. Oh, hi, Amy. Good morning. Welcome after a long time. Grateful to be out on a ski trip. fun. Oh, and a fun look on the haircut. Yes, thank you. I not last night, the night before, I decided that I was going to shave my head, and then mid shaving, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll leave it as a mohawk for a few days. We'll see how long I keep it. Yeah. It's fun, but it's also like my intention when I started to cut it. I wanted to strip myself of my kind of. I wanted to reduce my focus on exterior and reduce my connection to my identity and my persona. And so this having a big pink mohawk is not exactly doing that. So it's just fun, but I plan to have a shaved head soon. Good morning, Dimitri. I was just looking at a Facebook memory about the Universal lawsuit with Vio. Good morning, Maria. Maria is grateful that I am now streaming on YouTube as well in the morning so that we can join every day. Maria is in Barcelona, I believe. Yes. I always feel like you're just right next door, but I think you're in Barcelona. Also, it's great to get a gratitude reminder at 6 p.m. Grateful for my tools. Maria is a wonderful participant and member of the Gratitude Circle community that meets three times a day, sorry. I'm just usually there twice a day, leading them. And we are celebrating our 3-year anniversary this weekend. Been 3 years of Gratitude Circles that I've been hosting. And this group has been getting together and sharing. 3 years. So 3 years twice a day. And let's say I'm not there every day, but I don't know if anyone can do the math. If I was there every day, 2 times 365 times 3. What is that? Good morning, Luna, and good morning, Beth, and good morning, Joyous. Joyous is also grateful for the rain and grateful for a fire. Oh, I should put a fire on. Good morning, Victoria. No, you can only see if you're in. There's people in Facebook and there's people on YouTube. So I'm communicating to everyone who is here. So, Brandy, the comments that you could see would be Maria's. That's it. And then the YouTube link, is that what you're talking about? That's facebook.com/Johnston is my Facebook feed, and then you can see the live stream there if you'd like to see that. Cool. Yes, and Joyce just put the link to the Gratitude Circles where everyone is welcome. It's radical inclusion. It's really a beautiful moment. There is a delay between there is a delay, Amy, absolutely. So you can test how long it took before you wrote that comment and you hear me say that. That's the delay. And maybe you could tell me. Yeah, Maria said we should figure out how many hours of gratitude that has been. That's so significant. Well, I'm grateful. Oh my gosh, I'm grateful for a show I saw last night. I am grateful. I went to see The Empire Strips Back with my friend Tara. It is a burlesque show. And I gotta be honest, I thought it was gonna be kind of cheeky and fun and silly and kind of scrappy. I just thought, it'd be, I don't know. I was not prepared for how high quality it was. Like, the costumes were incredible. Like, it felt like a Vegas show. Like, the Jabba the Hutt was this big, like, multiple people. There must have been 3 puppeteers behind it using the Jabba thing. And it was so funny. Like it wasn't just hot women dancing in Star Wars costumes. The writing, the humor, the comedy, it was very well done. And there's also the male dancers and the Chewbacca dancer, who I assume was another man just because of the height. But I don't know. It was so good. So good. So if you have a chance to see Empire Strips Back, I really, it was fun. I wasn't expecting to be entertained for the entire time. I thought like, after like four songs, I'm gonna be like, I get it. You're dancing in Star Wars costumes. Nope. The music was super fun. The lighting was incredible. It was really fun, and then funny, very funny. So bravo, Empire Strips Back, people. And it didn't hurt that all the performers were just so beautiful and such good dancers and just beautiful bodies. So it was nice to appreciate their the costumes, their bodies, their athleticism. Bravo. All right. Anyone else got any gratitude to share? I am spinning plates. It's true, Al. Hi, Brenda. Good morning. And thank you for the happy anniversary. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I've got a physical therapy check-in today to try to figure out why my neck keeps hurting when I'm trying to do my stretches. So I'm grateful for that access. Oh, I'm grateful that I'm wearing a glucose monitor for the first time in my life. You ever seen those? Oh, I'm not so grateful that these shirts that I sell, after a bunch of washes, they're coming off. I'm not happy about that. But so I've got this thing stuck into my arm, so I can go use my app and have it tell me where my glucose levels are. I go boop, and I don't know if you can see this, but maybe see that spike right there? That's way out of the acceptable zone. That was at Empire Strips Back when I had 2 packages of red vines. Now, to be fair, I did not drink, as I have not done for the last 22 days, or any intoxicants. And I'm also on day 22 of no coffee or stimulants of any sort, except for I'm having mud water, which has a seventh the caffeine of a cup of coffee. So other than that, so I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway with extra sugar, but my food and social media I do not have the discipline that I am aspiring to, but I am with everything else. So pretty good, I'd say. Tara, not the Tara that I went to the show with last night, but another incredible Tara. Grateful to be alive. Lost a good friend last weekend. Ooh. Well, sending you love and appreciate your ability to find some gratitude. Yeah, glucose is sugar level. Exactly. It's I'm no scientist, but yeah. So when you ingest the insulin, basically there was some signs that my insulin production or my pancreas is working a little hard. So I'm like pre diabetes stuff. So trying to figure out, get me in tune with the eating habits I have that spike my insulin. I think that's what's happening. There's only 24, one day I put this thing into my arm yesterday. It's so weird. Thank you, Joyce, and thank you, Victoria. I'm feeling pretty good. Brandy is grateful to be here, to be more actively mindful of the gratitude that is available at any time. Hell yeah to the sobriety. Thanks, Brandy. Chris is grateful for 3285. Is that the math involved in one of these things? 3,285 hours. Something like that. Maria is also grateful to be feeling safe on the train. Nice. Nice to imagine people around the world in different locations sending out our connection and love vibes. Al is grateful for the internet's capacity for creating community, especially considering I live alone. It's not a solution, but a balm. Yeah, I feel you there. Um, Brandy's saying I should up protein when I consume sugar. It slows down the glucose. So when I have my red vines, chew on a chicken leg. That's good advice. Thank you, Amy. Amy's been mostly dry since the second. Feels so good to get alcohol under control, and now almost gone. Hubby is not so much on board. Mindful that self-care comes in many ways. It's tough when the people around you are not on the same path. I went to hung out with like my not men's group, but my boys' night out during this chapter of not consuming. And as the night wore on, and I was remembering how I used to enjoy these nights with quite a bit of revelry. I actually had to go into the other room and just lie down and just kind of separate myself from all the fun because it was tough. I didn't want to be there, and then I left. I was like, I'm having trouble just enjoying other people's intoxication. And it reminded me, and I was feeling like, gosh, I'm feeling so quiet and non-interesting and fun. And actually, so let me say that. Let me dive into that a little bit because this is a big source of gratitude that I've had a few experiences in the last week, I guess, where I was interesting and fun and energized, and I was feeling like I was clear-headed, and where I was a little worried because I especially that when I was with my boys' night, and I was like, I'm normally the life of the party, and I am just quiet and listening, like almost invisible here. I was like, I mean, it's good to let other people talk. That's good. But it's also like, whoa, I don't know if I recognize this person. I'm not sure if I like this person. I'm not sure if other people like this person. And also like often when I have stimulants before I do like record things sometimes, because I find that, I don't know if, a lot of people have told me that I probably am ADHD, but I do find that stimulants help me to focus and concentrate. And for years, every time I did a broadcast on Monday, I would have stimulants before I channeled the thoughts that were going through me. And so I've been, kind of trying to be at peace with the fact that I don't perform as well as a sober person. But I've had a couple moments over the last week where I felt like I wasn't performing at the level that I used to, but I wasn't totally quiet and boring. I did find myself energized, and I was being charming, as I sometimes am. So that I'm grateful for that kind of awareness, that like light at the end of the tunnel, or just like kind of soothing, like, no, you're not going to be quiet and boring for the rest of your life if you decide to not imbibe or have intoxicants or stimulants. That there is a channel of energy that is available. Josephus Miller haircut. I don't know who that is, but thank you, Josh. I started to do a shaved head, and then decided, you know what? You can't add a mohawk, but I could easily shave the mohawk. So why don't I just do a mohawk for a few days until it doesn't feel right anymore? I like it on webcam. When I see myself in the mirror, I don't like it so much. And when I think about going out into the world, I think I'll wear a hat, because it takes a lot of energy to feel like confident as a pink mohawked guy in the world, a 50-year-old pink mohawked guy. Like for me, that's a treacherous place. Although maybe that's the practice I need to do. Maybe I need to walk in the world and practice being totally aware that, yes, I'm sure people are noticing. I'm sure there is thoughts coming up in people's heads as they see a 50-year-old man in a pink mohawk. And I am going to practice having zero attachment to the thoughts that are in other people's heads. Perhaps that is where I should be. Um, Al says, sending love to people mourning those who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Thank you, Al. Um, and Brandy's suggestion I take thin all the way up and do like a true mohawk. So one of the problems is that because my hair is really wavy, so it doesn't. I can't just like spike it. It doesn't really behave in a good way. But I think before I shave it, well, I need help to do that though, to get a thinner mohawk. That would be fun though. You're right. I should do that. That would be even more confrontational to people. Katie is grateful for the gorgeous snowfall that you got in Maine and for Maine's birthday. Happy birthday, Maine. 203. Don't look a year over 240. I mean, 140. That didn't work. Hi, Amy. Good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. And good morning, Josh. Yeah, Amy, it's tough when you have old patterns that used to be involved being intoxicated. I certainly know that a lot of my hobbies involved intoxication, and that's one of my struggles right now is trying to find things to do that, how to fight my boredom at the end of the day when I used to just like, all right, let me have a cocktail, let me have this, let me start getting a little loose at the end of the day. And so I think that's one reason why I end up eating as something that kind of is a state-changing feeling. Cliff, boy, they don't make this easy for me on this technology sometimes. Day 3 of no cannabis. Bravo, Cliff. Come on. Good to see you, Cliff. Love you. And hi, Sandra. Good morning to you. Victoria says, you're not boring when you're quiet. People like you for you. Trust that. Yeah. Although, I mean, hi, Susan. Good morning and congratulations. Susan was awarded, on behalf of Taco, I believe, a humanitarian award last night. Taco is where First Saturdays meets once a month, the Third Avenue charitable organization. So bravo and thank you, Susan. I am grateful to have met you and to be connected to you and to be able to learn and witness, learn from you and witness the way that you are in the world. So deserving of recognition. Bravo, Susan. Good morning, Luna. Luna saying, love the idea of practicing non-attachment with your hair, especially as a 50-year-old with pink hair myself. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Sandra. Krista, good morning. Hello. What a treat to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Anyone else got any more gratitude they want to share? I do have some of that got to be glue. That's what I used to use to spike my hair, but yes. So it is possible. It's just a lot more. Yes, it's possible. Izzy, good morning. Good morning. Izzy is grateful that her Zoom workshop went well yesterday and that one of the person is interested in your online Tai Chi course. Congratulations. Nice to see you just showing up, Izzy. I'm live right now on YouTube and Facebook, so if you hear me addressing a comment that you cannot see, that is why. Looking like I'm having some like not very high quality streaming right now, or screaming, not too high quality screaming. See, that was poor quality screaming. And you are probably witnessing poor quality streaming. That's like a electric company What's the difference between screaming and streaming? So we're going to have a hug and then head off into our days. Super grateful for this rain, the howling wind, grateful for seeing Empire Strips back last night, grateful for the talents and of all the people, from the MC to the dancers to the costume creators and designers, the people who did it was so good. Bravo, Empire Strips back. Oh, good. Streaming good. Well, it's interesting. My preview window is very fuzzy, like not high quality, at least in YouTube. Well, beautiful people. Oh, I'm also grateful. I have 2 trips booked. I have a trip to visit Amy and Asher on the calendar that I'm going to go at the beginning of next month. And the end of next month, I'm going to go to Hawaii. Yeah. So wherever you are in this moment, let's give ourselves a big hug and feel the gratitude of being in this moment. Feel this incredible body we're in. Grateful for all that it can provide us with experiencing this incredible world. Grateful for connection and knowing that we're not alone. Grateful that even if we're struggling right now, we're part of a multi-act play, and we will get through this. There will be lessons learned, and we will be able to share our wisdom that we've acquired through our journeys. And as we are sharing with one another, we are sharing our wisdom, we are sharing our experiences, we are magnifying the lessons of a lifetime by sharing with one another. As we take a deep breath in and squeeze, let's feel connected in this moment. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here for our gratitude gathering and this Love Morning and Hug Nation. Oh, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for being here, everyone. Mwah. Have a good day, Joyous and Katie and Brandy and Krista and Al and Gerbot and Amy, Izzy, anyone who's still here, Susan, love you all.